I love food, and all the places that I've been to had such distinct cuisines. But I was able to narrow it down to two dishes, so a French one and an Arab one. So machboos is the name of the Arab dish, and it's something that my grandmother makes. So it's originally Bahraini slash Qatari, but the countries around it kind of had their own adaptations. So Oman and the UAE have their own versions. So it's basically just chicken and rice, obviously with Arab spices, and you can make it with fish or with lamb. But my grandmother, oh my God, she makes it. It's incredible. I was reading something and someone described it as a cross between biryani and risotto, which is very, very interesting. I guess it has its own kind of spices, but I guess texture wise, yeah, it would be that's a good kind of accurate crossover. No, it's really good. And it's just really also interesting to me how much Arab food is distinct, but also very similar. Like across the board, most of the places will have similar foods, but each place will make it their own, as with any country, I suppose. And then the second dish is a French dish called cassoulet. So it's from the south of France, which is where my family's from. And it's a really homey, hearty winter dish. So it's basically white beans with duck confit and sausage, and it's kind of all like slow cooked together, and then it's put in like big cans, and you just kind of store it away, and you take it out for the winter. And whenever I go back to France, my family and I always eat one, even if it's like 35 degrees out. We'll just have some cassoulet, and it's really nice. Yeah, so I guess those would be my two comfort foods. But it's also not ironic, but I guess that I never get to eat those foods outside of the places when I'm there. Like I can't eat those dishes just here. I have to be like, it has to be made for my grandma, or it has to be when I'm in France in my house. You know what I mean? So it's comforting in the sense that I only get them maybe once a year, once every 2 years.